Hello, everybody. How's it going?
How you doing, my sweeties? Hello.
How's it going? How you doing? What up? What up, you little stinks? You little stinky dinky dunks?
How you doing, sweeties? Y'all ready for a good time? Y'all ready to
Die? Y'all ready to get messed up? Wink.
How's it going, sweethearts? It's time for Planescape Torment. I'm going to go start it up. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Hey, there we go. Dungeons and Dragons.
The best of the best.
I'm gonna just select my life and go with it.
Ain't no point living in a free country that ain't free in this society.
So we still have to find a place. Someone who will help, help us learn. Thin and sharp featured, his yellow skin covered with tattoos, this man looks over the room and its inhabitants with cold black eyes. He appears to be giving a lecture.
I am known as Three Planes Aligned, a Gazari scholar. You are here for my lecture. It begins in a few moments.
You're right, Morte, let's go. I ain't gonna be fucking dealing with that, no thanks. We need to find Mirmir. Manmir. There he is. Merry Man. Merry Man gives you a sour, withering look.
Go away,
he hisses. Wait, Delora wanted me to speak with you. Merry Man eyes you suspiciously.
That's so? About what, eh?
Well? She says that you're her first love and that so long as you hold the keys to her heart, she'll never be free to love another.
Told you that, eh? I'm surprised. Perhaps leaving her under Mistress Grace's tutelage did what I couldn't. Started to develop her feelings. In any case,
he pats a pocket on his tunic.
I won't just give the keys to you.
Wait, those are literally the keys to her heart? He nods.
They are. Dolores a construct. Didn't you know that? A creature of sorcery and clockwork mechanics she is, and one of my finest creations.
Merry Man sighs.
But cold, without emotion or character. I brought her to the brothel and set her so that she could not leave, in the hopes that the constant contact with so many others would begin to develop her own personality. The keys are the tools to use to set her. She wants them because she feels that they're limiting her personal growth now, I suspect.
Yeah.
Woo, I'm first viewer. What's my reward?
There you go. How you doing, Hap, dude? I'm surprised you're still awake. Or that you showed up, rather. Usually you're a little tired or busy boy. Plane is built. Why don't you just return them to her? I'm too drunk to sleep. Have to, that's not good. That means you're in pain, and you don't know it. Merry Man scowls.
Because I've become a cruel and bitter old man who sees he can get something out of you. What is it? I want to forget. I've lived almost 150 years now. I've seen every sensory stone I've cared to in this grand hall. I've little time left to live, and I'm too weak to go out in search of wholly new experiences, so I need to find a way to forget them all. That way I can start again in my final days.
How can I help?
Updated my journal.
I need something, some item, some concoction that will allow me to forget, like a draught of the river Styx, something like that.
Oh, it looks like I gotta go. It's like a fetch quest after a fetch quest after a fetch quest. Yeah. No, I'm just in emotional pain, which is okay. A-okay. Why emotional pain? What's happening? Did you learn that love is fake and no one truly feels any way about anyone and it's all just nothing but hormones and concoctions? Updated my cockle? I don't know what that is. But I hope it's good for you. You're the concoction woman. I had some questions. Welcome here to buy something? I had some questions. Please, I'll entertain any questions about the merchandise, but I'm not going to be drawn into one of your famous 20 questions about anything around the spire, understood? What do you mean by calling Morte prevaricating? Prevaricating, misrepresenting, perjuring, dismanipulating, lying. Oh, did I say that? I meant a floating disembodied, pontificating skull as a dogmatic, always stating an opinion in self-important matter. Vrishgeta smiles innocently. Alright, then let's I had another question. What are you, Vrishka? Vrishka sighs loudly. I am a Elu fiend, a half-demon. My mother was the Nari. Hey, I gotta let a cat in, 1 second. Life is suffering and we're all going to die. I mean, not if you do. Not if you don't. Cat did not come in. If it scratches again, that'll just be the case. LOL. Don't LOL. Have to. What about EDF? Hating is easy, loving is hard. Life is hard enough. Take the easy route. Nah, hate is the good way to go, Halavin. You hate other people, then bada bing bada. You know. Also, welcome. My mother was a Tanari, a fiend, and my father was a great king of mortals. Such a rude question, but then you're rather rude looking yourself, aren't you? I'd like to see your merchandise. Exotic items. Look to the front of the store. Back of the store. I need a good thing. Please, I need the good shit. Please, I'm begging you. A rule 56709. That's what I'm saying. Go the hate route. It's easier. Yeah, but what is life without a challenge? Nothing but pure boredom. Immunity to panic 1 plus the strength. Weight 3. Usable only by fighters and living creatures. Legend has it that this bracelet was created by Nakisek Sadistic. The Sadistic. Tiny razor sharp spikes for the entire surface of this entire item, injecting small amounts of rare reagents into the bloodstream of the user. The effect of these chemicals causes the user to feel a constant adrenaline rush of strength. Damn, that's pretty good. Heart of Fosterer. Nah. I'm at mission 6, so you guys will play there, right? Yeah. The thing about EDF 5 is that, you know, on EDF 4, we could come back and we could, like, use super mega weapons and make you feel like a bitch, right? But unfortunately, we can't. We gotta use weapons that are around your level. So yeah, weapons and charms, the exotic items. This would be the person, right? Uh, Wait. Let me check my journal. Speak to the 10 students in the brothel. Find and return Marissa's crimson veil. Prostitute of slating intellectual lust has lost her crimson veil. She didn't ask me to find it, but perhaps I'll ask around for it and see what turns up somewhere. The Lord, the key to his hearts. Find a way to erase a Merriman's memory. Merryman has asked that I find a way to remove his memories. One has to love the irony of it all. In any case, he suggested water from the River of Styx for a task, though I'm not certain where I would find some. Split pestle and cume. Okay. Yes, I am. Exotic items. Fiend's tongue. This is a fiend's tongue and a congregans, I think, but who really knows? It said that it is placed in your mouth, living the ability of speech. Even if there was none before, I'm selling this oddity for only 60 coppers. Should you want it? Gorgon solved. Examine the bottle labeled as Gorgon Solve. Vrishka holds it up for you. I traded this with some sword-slinging prime worlder. Perseus, I think, was his name. Smeared onto the surface of any being turned into a stone, it will revert them to flesh. Only 100 copper commons. A bargain, considering how handy it might come in should you ever find yours friends... Wait, ever find a friend of yours transmuted to rock. Let's see what this is. Metallic cube figure. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, and at least 18 points of articulation. Rishka smiles as you pick it up. A collector's item, perhaps, or a piece of artwork, who knows. But I like it. If you do buy it, ask around. Someone might know more about it than I. You have it for only 1,500 copper coins. What? What? 1,500? That's a lot of money. What the fuck? Monster jug. The jug has got some sort of monster trapped in it. 23 copper. Look to the front. Baby oil. Interested? It's a real thing, of course. Thousands of mewling mortal babies went into the making of the stuff. Let me see the other stuff. Coconut. Wait, chocolate quasit. Examine a twisted little imp-like creature sculpted out of pure milk chocolate. It looks delicious, does it not? Imported from the lower plains. These are rare, you know, and quite prized by lovers of chocolate and confections. It's a real quasit. A fiendish familiar polymorphed into chocolate by power of sorcery. It's only 199 coppers. Let me see the others. Codex of the Inconceivable. That, Kuzvishka, is the Codex of the Inconceivable. I'll only say that it's well, I can't not explain it. Mere words simply won't suffice. You're gonna own it yourself for a mere 1,000 copper coins, and believe me, it's well worth it. No thanks. I'm having a bit of a struggle. I want to set the current rotation of this object in Blender to the new default rotation, basically the 000, so that the mirror modifier uses the proper axes. Well, why don't you just do that? Why don't you go, I think it was, what, Shift Control S? Something like that? Diva's Tears. Diva's Tears. These were collected from Diva, who was captured during a Blood War skirmish. The fiends tormented the imprisoned angel for eons before he at last escaped the small bottle, escaped. The small bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. The price is but 100 copper coins. I feel like I should buy one of these things just to see what it's like. Elixir of horrific separation. Hey, I need that actually. This stuff was compounded by a scholar who'd found the possessed a darker half, a side of her which took control at times and bade her to do awful things. This potion was to have split the darker half away from her, creating two separate beings. Mercy killers, however, found and executed her for a string of depraved murders before she could use it. I charge you only 200 copper coins for the elixir. I'll take it. Nice. More of the exotic stuff. Front of the store. Okay, back of the store. Stain lens. You examine a stained ground glass lens with the width of your hand held in a brushed steel ring. A small geared protrusion coming off the ring makes it look like the lens should attach to some sort of clockwork machine, and it smells faintly horrible perfume. Rishka holds it up for you. I have no idea what this really is, but it radiates fairly powerful magic. An old soldier named Geisis brought it up to me from a lower plane battlefield. He'd murdered his own men in order to escape his tour of duty there, and brought me a number of interesting items he'd collected over the course of the campaign. I've kept it mostly as a conversation piece, though you may have it for 149 copper coins if you like. Let's see the other things. Yavera's ring. You examine a ring in a small padded case. Verishka holds it up so that you can see it more closely. This is Vera's ring of almost invisibility. It makes wearer invisible. Well, almost. I will part with it for a meager sum of 349 copper commons. Dude, I should get that. I don't know how setting new origin doesn't change the rotation for some reason. Because you're just setting the origin point of it, you silly boy. That doesn't change the rotation of the object. Hey, it's my favorite streamer, man. I have missed you. I haven't been around in so long. Where you been, Galactic Gamer? And how you doing? Let me see the other things. Room covered in ale stein. Examine a large pewter ale stain covered in strange runes. Rishka holds it up for you to see more closely. Nail mug of unusual manufacture, which keeps its contents, usually beer, of course, icy cold, whatever the surrounding temperature. 299 copper commons, and you'll enjoy the frostiest ale you've ever had outside the paraplane of ice. See what else you got? Tattered ragdoll. The years have not been kind to this tiny ragdoll. It is coming apart at the seams and it looks like its threads are unraveling. It is obviously intended to be a replica of the Lady of Pain, but the button eyes and its plush softness don't strike much fear into your heart. Rishka holds it up for you. This is found in a well-trapped strong box sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil, as part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magical text, though I don't know what it's for. If you like, it's only 99 copper coins. Or what? I don't need anything else right now. Yeah, how do I change the rotation? You fucking fool. You not know how to change the fucking rotation. Now I'm going to have to fucking tab out and fucking go to Blender. Beep boop. Hey, that's what my phone says. It goes beep boop. Beep boop. I've been doing schoolwork and working, saving up for a gaming PC. Nice. That's good. I'm glad that you're saving up for a PC, because PCs are epic. Look, it's right over here. You can change the rotation. You can change it no matter what. You can Alt-R. If you want, you can, I think it's, let me see. No, that's not it. What is it? No. I know it's one of these. It's no. It's something. I want to set the new rotation to the new default orientation. What do you mean? So what do you mean? Like here's the here. We'll go like this. Origin to 3D cursor, right? You're saying, "Oh no, this is no good." Like that? Or I don't know how to explain it. I don't understand what you're saying. Because I know that it's usually like this. You want to do it like that, but, you know. I don't know how to help you. I'm sorry, I just don't know. Nah, like, I want the current orientation to become the new default. Well, why don't you just lock it in? Like, then you lock it in. And you can't do nothing. Can't rotate it. Just do white WTD poo poo pee pee. I don't know what that stands for. I'm not good with abbreviations. How it been though? It's been pretty okay. Could be better. But I'm living life. I'm glad you're doing okie dokie dokie dokie. Redeemed a hydration. You got it. Here comes all the hydration redemptions. You are an epic gamer. That's not what that stood for. Yeah, but mirror modifier is being a cunt because it thinks that axes are different. Just keep pushing the axis button. So if you do, you know, I don't know. You know, if you're moving an object and it changed somehow, you can keep pushing that button. So if you keep pushing Z, Y, or X, it'll change. Left my ass off. Gonna go rope time. Have you ever thought of getting good? Me or Halavin? Halavin should get good at 3D. Here you go. Here's the separation. Both his eyes suddenly snap to the small bottle in your hands. He nods, smacking his lips. Here you are then. Pestle Kiln takes the bottle in both his hands and places it beneath the counter. His left eye focuses on you, while his right eye and hand concentrate on scribbling furiously on the countertop. We can use this to make something that'll fix us. Yeah. Right on up. Now, if you'll give us a moment when we got it all worked out, we'll make you some sailing stuff for a reward. He turns to head to the back of the shop. Alright, farewell for now then. Wait, what? Oh, there they are. This man closely resembles Pestle Kiln, though without the crawling skin and constant subtle mutations. Greetings again, sir, and well met. And what is it I, Pestle, can do for you? I was hoping to get some of the healing concoctions. Yes, of course, your reward, Let's see now. I'll manufacture them for ye for nothing, of course, but I'll need the proper ingredients. An Oni's heart, or powdered hematite, or hair of diva, or thread from Amazon's robe, or the blood of a regenerating creature, such as a troll, or... Actually, my wounds heal very quickly. Pesto raises an eyebrow. Do they now? Well then, your own blood just might do. Here, give me a sample if you would. Give him some of your blood. After drawing a small quantity of your blood and retreating to the back of the store, Pesto returns with a number of what appears to be hardening drops of blood. Placed upon one's tongue, these clot charms will heal existing wounds and aid the prevention of new ones for a time. Yes, Pestle, I had some questions.
Humblest apologies, sirs, but I only speak to the store. Besides, I rarely leave the place, you see? You'd be better off finding another to answer your questions. I wanted to buy something, then, motherfucker. Look at all this dumb shit, motherfucker. Oh, bad. I hate it. I have to kill him then. This man's face closely resembles pestle kilns, though without the crawling skin and constant subtle motions. Greetings again. The name's Kiln. Need you something? Some questions. I work in the stockroom all day, I do. I'm no good to ask you questions of. Could I buy something then? You have to talk to Pestle about that. You will. He handles all this sorts of stuff. Okay. Well,
Done.
I did that. How many did I get even? 10! Whoa! I'm fucking... Whoa! I'm so happy. Whoa. Man, don't spend it all in one place, they say. Oh, boy. Gonna kill somebody. We'll go up this way. Let's go back to the brothel, everybody. Everybody, it's brothel time. Brothel time? Let's take a little look-sees. I love this music. Hey, Vivian, what's up? Oh, shit, I'm dying. This tall, elegant woman with her sharp features and regal demeanor is a striking example of aristocratic beauty. Her clothes appear to be spun of silver thread, and a small file dangles from her necklace. She is perfumed with an exotic, erotic scent that seems to draw you towards her. Hello. She looks you over, arching an eyebrow with what you sense to be disdain. Greetings, my name is Vivian. I am to presume I am being summoned? I just had some questions. She nods imperiously. Go on then. What are you doing here? Aside from my work as a student here, I am looking for something actually. You would not happen to have smelled it, would you? Smelled it? Yes, I have a particular scent that seems to have gone wandering. It is somewhat difficult to keep in one's place. I hope that someone did not take it by accident, though you never know with the ladies around here. She frowns. So, by any chance, have you smelled it somewhere? Smell quite nice right now, you know. He scowls for a moment, then smiles at you. Yes, I thank you for your compliment, but I assure you this particular aroma is nothing compared to my personal scent. He sighs. How can a scent go wandering? Vivian shakes her head. I had meant to infer that it had been taken. The ladies here are a bit jealous at times, and have been known to take my various perfumes for themselves. This time, though, someone has absconded with my own personal scent. I work on that scent, perfected it. Now, poof, 'tis gone. I need not bear such annoyances. Vivian stomps her feet. I want that scent back, and want it now. I can help. Vivian seems dubious. Are you certain? I do not wish to impose. I am pleased to help such a lovely woman as yourself.
Updated my journal.
Anna mumbles something angrily. You catch the words hiking and idjit stick. Vivian smiles and nods to you. You are too kind. Very well. If you run across it, please let me know. I am somewhat anxious to get it back. A one-of-a-kind scent, really. Okay, let me ask you something else. Oh, what can you tell me about the silent prostitute? You mean Echo? She's a dear, quiet. Vivian frowns. That may be part of the charm. There is all manner of speculation as to why she is silent, but I think 'twas that her heart was most horribly broken. Delora might knows best. She has been known to speak to a man Echo once loved, before she lost her voice. Alright.
Justy, hello. Hi, Apple, how you doing? Big fella, ever heard of the game ZIII 13? No, I have not. And that's a hydration. Let me go ahead and redeem that. Were I to know its location, I'd set it alight and cast its remains into the deepest of pits. May that wretched thing never find her precious veil, and be confined to that chamber for the rest of her days. Vivian Harumps. Another question. I've spoken to 9 prostitutes altogether. Do you know who or where the 10th student is? 10th student? She studies you as if not sure she heard you correctly. Perhaps you have taken one too many blows to the head. Perhaps one of the girls have been playing games with you. There is no 10th prostitute that I know of. Oh. Shit. Ravel puzzle well. Is she some kind of historical figure? I can't quite recall who she is. A night hag from the sigils past, I think. I hope she stays in the past then. Night hags are foul creatures, besmirching all femininity everywhere in the plains. She suddenly pauses. You may wish to speak to Vess. He knows all sorts of peculiar little tales.
Okay.
No thanks. I'm done with you. I want to propose an offer. What's your offer, apple pie-er? Hey, Justy, what's your opinion on gay sex? I wish people of any sex would wear condoms more often so that way we would stop getting HIV spread all over the place. That's my opinion on it. Happy doesn't feel too bad as long as he's thick. Also, I got a lot of lube in there. I tried to rope time, but the rope snapped. Alvin, I told you, you gotta use 2 rope. AIDS is an aid to go. D. Are you okay? Also, I'm getting a call, so I'll be right back real quick. I'm back. Sorry about that. I have no fear, and I am here. Yo, he's still in this fucking brothel? Of course not. But actually, I was lying. Justy is gay. Thank you. Zombie Two-Toes, what do you think about potatoes? They are fruits, therefore ugly. Why don't you ask him the other question, Hap Dude? You pussy.
How may I help
Pussy! I spoke to the 9th students as you asked, but I could not find the 10th. And you could not find the 10th student? How curious. I think Lewis is the 10th student, in his own way. He nods. Very well, and your thoughts? I've learned what it means to aspire to be a sensei, and that it is better to go in search of experience rather than have it come to you. All from Grace nods. Very well, I will travel with you, if you still desire my company. I do.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have
Oh,
become
Mistress High and
stronger.
Mighty will be joining us. What do we need her for?
You couldn't possibly understand.
I wish she would fall from great height. I might even bump her off myself.
They're talking shit to each other. There she is! Pretty lady is with us now. All from Grace's chastity bodice. Armor class 5. All from Grace's bodice is made from the tanned hide of some creature. Despite its prim and proper appearance, it does little to detract from Grace's sensuality. The bodice possesses no known powers other than some minor enchantments that prevent it from becoming dirty and repairs minor tears in the fabric. Ooh, shitty succubus. Fall from Grace's touch. Fall from Grace's diary. This book looks like it was made from paper-thin silver sheets. The engraving of a woman is on the cover of the text, and there is a small lock on the side of the book. No matter how you try, the lock resists your attempts to open it. This book looks like it is made of paper thin, blah blah blah. No matter how you try, the lock resists your attempts to open it. Well, I didn't want to read it anyways. Well, at least not yet. Her touch. She's a spellcaster. Look, this is why he said. This is why he said we need to not do nothing. A boon to one's companion. Bless grants 1 plus the hit and 1 plus the saves to all friendly creatures that are in 70 feet radius from the casting point. Dude, what the fuck? Cure from light wounds. Dude, say goodbye to all the curing stuff. Aid. Problem is that I am unable to understand, like, I don't want to read all these spells, I'm gonna be honest. Sensory touch, permanent. With a touch, you can bring another's pain into you, helping them at the cost of your own health. The spell can only be used at a touch range upon a living creature. Magic resistance does not affect it. It heals 1 to 10 HP of damage on a target, but the caster suffers the same amount of damage. Yes. Permanent, 1 creature. This ability drains 1 to 10 hit points from the target and grants them to Grace. Creatures immune to normal weapons are still vulnerable to Grace's kiss. Dude, what the fuck? Alrighty, here's my offer. I'll give you that 13 game and you stream it. The offer has been given many times but always fails. Zombie Two-Toes, yeah, but I'm different. Is she a cleric? I hate it. Okay, we'll see his thoughts on it. I don't even know what the game is the problem.
How may I help?
Plus, I already got tons of games. The spell surrounds the caster with a circle of protection that helps protect him against attacks by those with evil intent. The spell bestows protection from evil creatures through a magical barrier that surrounds the recipient of the spell. It gives a -2 penalty to attack rolls by evil creatures and bestows +2 bonus to all saving throws that are caused by such evil attacks for a duration of 10 seconds. Oh. That's actually really good. She's a really, really good person. He is lawful neutral. He's in the faction of the Sensates. Current state normal. How do you tell what? Oh, priest. She's a priest. She's a priest, and she's got high charisma. What the fuck are you doing? Level up. Cool. So I gotta ask. Well, actually, I guess I can't ask. I was about to say, so guys, out of all the people here, who's your favorite so far? And then I'm like, oh wait, you know, I thought this was lawful. Lawful good. Oh, she has to be lawful good, not lawful neutral. Okay. Nice. I like it. She's beautiful. I can finally fuck with the shooter with a comic book art style. Tons of games, but you'll still complain that there's nothing to play. Let me go see what this game is like. And then I can bitch about it and say, why would I play this? Ew, what the fuck? Ew. What is this, Telltale? Hey, look, it's copyright. DMC is gonna kill me. DMCA. Ugh. What the fuck kind of trailer is that? That's why I hate game trailers. They're cinematic. The only cinematic one I don't mind is some of that good old Resident Evil. Just kidding, it's not Resident Evil. I meant to say Dead Island. Charisma for the heals. I hope she turns out okay. I tend to like healers a lot, but she seems just bland. Something tells me that diary withholds a lot of interesting secrets. Well, not yet. Farewell. So we need to find something that will erase a memory. And it was said, Vivian's personal scent, keys to heart, River of Styx, water from the River of Styx. I don't know what that is. You know what I say? I say we go into the sewers. Who's with me, men? Sewers, sewers, sewers. There's an old PS2 Xbox game from what I remember. The only things past the announcements for the HD remake is that it's a bad remake. What's it even about? Is it a sneaking game? Go down here.
Done.
Come on, motherfuckers, you wanna go? Want to go?
Ignis hears you.
Yes, Ignis, you do.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Endure. An enduring skull mob. What's this? Morte can summon an avalanche of his friends from the bones of the night to come and take a bite out of the target. Magic resistance does not affect this ability. The target gets no saving throw against this effect. The skulls do 1 to 4 hit points of normal piercing damage per Morte's level. Morte can only use this ability once per day. Dude. Fuck them up. This shit. And then we have these two fucking idiots. Holy shit. Oh, look at them! Look at them! Oh my god! It's so loud! Jesus! I can't hear nothing. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
So again, it has come to pass.
Oh, he's dead. So, can't go inside there. That place is quite literally full of evil people.
I'm gone.
Well, it's gonna suck to have to control all of this. The only things I've heard, like Apple Pie said is a shooter, is more like Golden Eye, where you can sneak, but you're just going to shoot anyways. Gotcha. Golden Eye, yay. I think it's even for the PC, is it? So we need River of Styx. Water from the River of Styx. And problem is I don't know where the fuck that is.
You know, it wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me, fiendling. Or hug me. Or kiss me.
Aye?
Yeah, why do they have the talk, huh?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Could use some advice. Go on. Looks like we need to find out out more about the Night Hag, Ravel. And I have to tell you, Chief, I'm not looking forward to that. The Festal sages and some of the sensory stones might be able to tell us something, though. Alright, let's move on then. Let's keep dialoguing up everybody, why not? Are you alright? Yeah, it just glares at you. I'll ask you some questions. Why don't you ask the stuck-up of us your questions, then? And his eyes narrow to slits. Are we even traveling with her? We don't need her. We don't. Please, Anna, you're very important to me and I need your help. Oh, aye. And why is that, then? I should be rich. Should you pity me? Is that it? You think I'll slow you down? Go on, say it. I pity you, and you don't slow me down. You're quick, you're skilled, and I really need all the help I can get. Anna frowns, her tail flicking back and forth. Well, I'll gut. If she starts sizing us up for a feast, I will. He glares at you. I don't get any ideas. I'm staying because you want me to. I'm just helping you out, I am. Some other questions. Nothing. How about you, Ignis? Come on. Flames curl around Ignis's throat. Ignis, what happened to make you this way? Smoldering corpse bar? Yeah, no. I don't want to talk to Ignis. Ignis is scary.
Yes?
How do you come by the name Fall from Grace? The remaining of names is a complicated subject. There is much to be said, and a great deal that is better left unsaid. Fall from Grace your real name? Perhaps. She smiles slightly. Perhaps not. There are names which are given, and names which are earned. Who is to say which is the real one? I think the name which is earned carries the greater weight. That may be so. Why do you think that? Because a name that is earned is not arbitrary. A name that is earned tells of what you've accomplished. Grace nods. Your point is well taken. Why are you called Fall from Grace? Would it matter? She smiles. It's an earned name. Matters to me. I would like to know how you came to be called that. I have fallen from my people. Some would say risen from my people. Perhaps, but fall feels more right to me. He looks at you questioningly. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. After all, fall carries with it an underlying sense of loss. Fall from Grace is silent for a moment, then nods thoughtfully. Yes, perhaps that is why it felt as it did. I came to terms with the loss long ago. The name has remained. Are you sure you've come to terms with it? Fall from Grace meets your gaze, and you are once again struck by the brilliant shade of blue of her eyes. It is turbulent, like the ocean before a storm. I had thought so, yet, speaking to you, I have caused it... Wait. You have caused me to realize some things. He smiles. You have my things. If you want to talk about it, all right. He nods. Yes, you are most kind. I will do so.
Yes.
I got some other questions. Do you ever use weapons? No, there is seldom the need, and I find that I cannot bear the touch of cold iron or even steel for long periods of time. In any events, I have a number of natural defenses that tend to discourage attackers. Such as?
Updated my journal.
The kiss of a succubus is lethal to mortals, though they rarely realize the danger until their death is almost upon them. All from Grace sighs. I cannot resort to it when the need arises. I can. Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Can I read your diary? No. Please. Grace gives a slight smile. A lady must have her secrets. Very well then. Goodbye. You know, the River of Styx it's the river that Karod boats on. Yeah, I know, but how am I gonna make my way to Hades? I'm in Planescape Torment. The statue looks like it is about to make some angry proclamations. The sculptor has captured the essence of a fury magnificently. The chiseled tension lines around the neck and forehead alone must have taken many long months to get correct. Fine cracks run over the entire statue, and there is a plaque attached to its base. Read the plaque. The plaque reads, "This statue is believed to be the final fate of an Ethersurian sorcerer, Gagalahrigaladon, attacked by a conclave of rival sorcerers at the height of his dream madness. He was imprisoned with a spell that turned his flesh into stone. Gagalahrigaladon is said to have frozen with a final awful curse still upon his lips, a curse so terrible that it was never meant to be spoken by the lips of a living man." The statue. Examine the cracks. You carefully examine the cracks that run like a network of fine black veins along the statue's surface. At one point, near its inner arm, is a section where an entire splinter of stone looks ready to come off. No. You want to know why no? Because there's a destonifying thing we can get from this lady up here, as long as we have the ching. We'll have to travel down Tartarus, because though if you make a wrong turn, you'll miss Hades and make it to the Persona 3. I don't understand that reference, but I'm glad that you're able to make it. Oh well. Oh. Well, Fall from Grace, or whatever it is you call yourself now. Truly a pleasure to see you here. Do I owe the honor of your visit? I thought you rarely trafficked among the kind anymore. Glances at you for a moment, the same faint sneer. Or is your assignment here almost finished? I do not know what assignment you are referring to, Vrishka, though your presence here brings with it many questions. Last I had heard, you were a standard bearer of the Company of the Vulture. How did you come to Sigil? He replies curtly, firing a question back like an arrow. By the choice. And you? Where will your orders take you next? He suddenly turns to you. You see, loyal man. Vrishka smiles as if savoring the words. The best Empress is one that can make you buy into the illusion of being both a promiscuous yet virtuous at the same time. A prostitute priestess, as it were, Mistress Grace is among the greatest. She turns to fall from grace. Are you not? You would not think that a score thousand years of slavery had left their scars. No. What? Fall from grace speaks with a coldness you have never heard before. The air almost becomes ice as she dissects Vrishka with her gaze. That is enough. Very well. Though you are the ones who came into my emporium. Vrishka looks to you. Yeah? Vrishka gives you a quick half bow. Welcome back. Here to buy something? Yeah. Lot of items. So, Gorgon solved, is that it? Turned into stone. I'll take it. 100 copper coins. Take it. Yoinked. See, now this lady must have, like, some water from the River of Styx. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I read all the items and none of them seemed to be like, oh, this will remove your memories if you were to drink it or something. Is this the museum? It is.
Done.
Nice. Now, apparently this guy was speaking an evil curse or something like that, so I'm just gonna, you know, just in case. Apply the Gorgon solve to the statue. You smear the foul-smelling ointment over the statue. There is a strange shimmering around the statue, and you watch as the statue takes an intake of breath, and the eyes of Gagaragon fill with a blazing, vengeful madness. Cover your ears. Before you can do a thing, a blazing torrent of words flies from the sorcerer's lips. As he speaks, you feel an agonizing sensation like a sudden wave of raging heat pour over you and settle into your skin like a blistering wound. Blindness strikes you as your eyes burst, running from their sockets like shattered eggs. You hear someone screaming and realize it is you. Wait for the horde to end. The last things you hear, even over your own cries, is Morte shouting,
New taunts, alright.
by the lady's bladed teats, what a... Everything suddenly falls silent as the last of your senses flicker and fade away to nothing. Die horribly, a victim of Gargadon's awful curse.
No matter, he'll be up in a bit.
Wait, who was that speaking? What the fuck? Why am I in the lower planes? Dude. Morte just learned the good shit. How did no one else die? It's just me? My fucking eyes popped or something. Wait, let me check. Okay, so it was just, haha, you died maybe. Shit. That is definitely not a good time. Persona 3's dungeon you crawl in is also called Tartarus, and all the personas in 3 are Greek myth based. Nice! That speaking was Morte, and it was a reference to a different game.
Done.
Was it though? How can you prove this? The statue, in truth, the once petrified sorcerer, Gagorahadadon, is simply gone, presumably having walked off without leaving so much as a note of apology. Oh, okay. I free a fucking guy and he makes my ears pop. Yeah, touch my face. Vana smiles, gently running her old hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... She touches the side of your throat, flushes, then pulls away. Pardon me, sir, I was curious to see how far they went. Fine, and they're everywhere, and my whole body's scarred. Fauna nods. That's some questions. Wait, one of the paintings. One of the paintings. It has to be one of the paintings. Can you see Vana? I believe she is blind. I believe she is blind by choice and not by circumstance. Vana nods, smiling. Your friend is quite correct, sir. I cannot see, but only because I do not wish to. In time, I will allow my vision to return so that I can re-experience the contents of my Galleria with the benefit of new, fresh eyes. Had other questions. A question about one of the pieces. Your statue of the Screaming Man. Should you ask about that? Just after a terrible noise, some patrons came running to me about a mangled corpse on the floor. The harmonium came to remove the body from the premises, but could find no perpetrator. I told them that, in all likelihood, some madman had released Gargaladon and had been slain by his curse, but the old sorcerer himself was nowhere to be found. I know nothing more. Uh-oh. It's one of the paintings. Which one, sir? Actually, let me ask you something else. Where could I find work here? I'm afraid that I do not go far from beyond the Galleria and cannot help you with this matter. You might try and ask someone else. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? He's a night hag and one of the eldest Grey Sisters of the Waste, who came to Sigil many centuries ago to pursue arcane experiments. It was believed that these experiments were against the lady's wills, and that Ravel was thus banished from Sigil, imprisoned within one of the lady's mazes on the Ethereal, where her body rests to this very day. That speaking was Morte. Gotcha. Go on. Ravel was said to have been a master of riddles and puzzles, but it was believed that one question in particular, was said to have plagued the ancient night hag. What can change the nature of a man? On. She issued a challenge to any who were interested. She promised to instruct any who came to her in her craft if they could only answer the question of her satisfaction. If they could not, they consented to be her next meal. Many died coveting Ravel's teachings. It is believed that until final hours in Sigil, Ravel never discovered the answer to her question. Ravel's crimes was believed to be some means of trying to shatter the cage, trying to crack open Sigil itself for some unknown reason. Fauna sighs. This is all I know of her. Okay, bye. I'm gonna test out your paintings and see which one holds the water river Styx. Oh boy. Night hags are spooky. No, they're not. They're pretty sexy. I saw them in Skyrim, okay? And that means they're sexy. This painting shows what looks to be an infinitely long stream of bilious green gas, stretching off the darkness. The horizon of a blasted rocky plain can be seen to the lower right-hand corner of the painting. One is given the impression that the head of the green cloud is rearing to strike down upon it. A placard reads, Hazoth at the consumption of Nagar. Alright. This painting, an abstract work of greens and purples, writhes and ripples as it's watched. Closer examination reveals that the actual painted image is changing, rather than the canvas itself. A placard, states, moment's glance from the walls of Makma. Touch the painting. Place your hand upon the painting, but as you suspected, it is not the canvas is physically moving, but the painted image itself that is changing. Dude, it's gifts. It's the future. Painting of a tall black cliffs against blood-red sky. There looks to be figures hiding amongst the crags of the cliffs, but whenever you squint at the painting to try and make them out, the images fade into nothing. A placard reads, Outland Raiders. Cool. What's in here? The brilliant ruby statue. One of these paintings has to hold some kind of thing. Surface of this painting, a wild collage of vivid colors, ripples constantly as if it were the surface of a pond during a light rain. A placard reads, "Wave motion study number 7. Touch the painting." Place your palm against the canvas. You cannot feel the ripples themselves, though a cool tingling sensation passes through your hand at first contact. Wouldn't that be cool? A nice little, nice little fucking, you know, art gallery where you can touch the painting. Skyrim, more like rim job. Calm down. Calm the fuck down. This is a portrait of a grotesque, hook-nosed old crone. The hag's flesh is a stickily blue-gray color. Her eyes glow red like the embers of a dying fire. Her chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite. Two yellowed canines protrude upwards from her lower jaw like small tusks. The smile upon her withered, purplish lips speaks of a horrible secret. The placard reads, "Grey Hag of Onos. Leave." As you begin to turn away from the painting, something in it draws your attention. A strange tingling sensation arises in the back of your mind. A memory beginning to surface. You recall the memory. You recall standing confused in a maze of briars. The hideous crone from the painting is before you, cackling wildly. You grit your teeth in frustration, wondering why she's laughing at you. "My poor, dear, lovely man-thing," she croons. "Why, that was your first wish." She points a single bony-clawed finger at your forehead. Your temples begin to throb painfully, and you can remember nothing more. Dude. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's... Oh. Oh boy. Okay. So that story might be true, and it might be the nameless one. How did that story go again? He said... No, wait. His first wish was to remember who he was. His second was to forget. And then his first one was to remember who he was again. I don't know. I don't know what that means. This looks to be a subterranean landscape, a massive cavern interior filled with a colorful, faintly luminescent, gigantic fungi. That placard reads, "Veil beneath the Clangidin." Clangidin? Clangidin? I don't know. This painting is a dark cityscape, a faraway view of some giant center of civilization being burned to the ground. The streets of the place are empty, however, absent of soldiers, refugees, and even corpses. A placard reads, "The Folly of Uro." Uro? I barely know her. Haha. That's the light one. That doesn't really do anything. This painting shows an enormous granite keep, a hideous thing, long and low, covered in leering gargoyles, suspended in what looks to be the night sky. A cloud of crimson and violet vapor whirls around the backgrounds along the right side of the painting. The placard reads simply, "The library." Oh. Look, it's my day at the art museum. This painting depicts a shore scene with a wide reddish-orange sun setting behind a peninsula or large jetty. The scene, though unoriginal, is breathtaking. The play of the fading daylight across the water is captured perfectly, but staring at the painted sun for any length of time makes your eyes ache. A placard reads, "Surface of Thalassia." Oddly enough, there is nothing unusual about the surface of the painting. This is just the ocean. Sniff it, touch it, yank it, crank it. Jeez, people, now we got too many people in this party. Several shards of black crystal or ice swirl within the freezing wind that this ornate pedestal gives forth. Each shard looks razor sharp. Touching or grabbing one could be perilous. Placard on the pedestal reads, Dark Birds of Oncathus. Leave them be. Until I save. Okay. Grab one. As you reach out to grab one of the whirling shards, your fingers enter the icy wind that rises from the pedestal. Instantly, a coat of numbing frost forms around them, causing you to momentarily draw back. Place it back and grab one. You thrust your hand into the frigid, numbing wind. Unbeknownst to you, your entire hand freezes solid as you wrap it around one of the dark birds. As another of the black shards spins into your fist, your hand breaks off at the wrist with a sharp crack and goes clattering across the Galleria floor. Pick your hand up and stick it back on, quick. You pick up the frost-covered fist and thrust it in onto your bleeding stump. Noticing that the dark bird you grabbed, a razor-sharp shard of black ice, has already melted away to nothing. It looks like you'll have to catch it in something that will keep it cold. Eventually, warmth and feeling returns to your hand as your tissues thaw and regenerate. Leave. Hope no one saw any of that. So wait. So we have to use a jar to catch it? Might be another thing that Vrishka is selling. So it'd be cool if at the end of the game the big boss is another incarnation of the Nameless with his journal. You're missing one and you have to fight him. Then there would be a new game plus where each companion know who you are but only vaguely mentions it because they helped the last Nameless. Wait. Nameless with the journal, you're missing one and you have to fight him. Yeah. Then there would be a new game plus. Yeah, so I get it. Sorry, I'm thinking about that. Yeah, that would be pretty nice. The only issue is the whole incarnation thing. Oh, wait, maybe it's like, you know, because they said that they took away the Nameless one's mortality. So I'm wondering if maybe, like, that might be something. Like, maybe I have to fight my mortality and be like, oh, fuck you, boy. Bust his ass, you know?
Done.
Don't mind if I do. It's about almost the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna save it here. I know I didn't stream that long, but, you know, I tried my best. Gosh darn dang it. But, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Mostly because, you know, EDF is more than likely going to happen. So I'm excited for that. And if not, then, you know, it's a good break, you know. You fight your mortality and Morte fights his own body. That'd be stupid. Though I do wonder, because the tomb did say don't trust the skull. So I'm wondering what that might lead into. But, yeah, good stream. Thank you. I hope everyone has a good rest of their night. Love you all in toodles.